back to the Team to Beat Miami Heat podcast. My name is Amir. If you're listening to the podcast on Apple or Spotify, thank you so much. If you're watching on YouTube, thank you so much for the support. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. So, Bill Simmons came out on his podcast warning Jimmy Butler amid his contract extension conversation and amid comments Pat Riley had for Jimmy Butler and his extension a few weeks ago in his press conference. So the main topic surrounding the Miami Heat that will be talked throughout the summer is Jimmy Butler's extension. He is up for a 2-year, $113 million extension this offseason starting July 7th. He has 2 years left on his deal. One is a player option in 2025. He can either opt in or he could decline that and become a free agent, or the Miami Heat can extend him now or anytime until next off season, and that way we can send him or set him up with a new contract with a 2-year extension so he could stay on this Miami Heat until he's 37 years old. The conversation again surrounding Butler and the extension around Pat Riley, the Miami Heat's team president, in his end of season press conference basically said, we don't have to give an extension right now. We could wait. Jimmy's 34 years old. He's missed a lot of games, which was mentioned. And they talked to his agent last offseason saying that he needs to be more available. He's our superstar. He gave him a lot of praise, saying he's the needle mover for this Miami Heat team. And we need him to go far. We saw how far the Miami Heat went this playoffs, without Jimmy Butler. We lost in the first round in 5 games against the Boston Celtics. Could we have used Jimmy Butler? Of course. Would it have been more competitive if we had Jimmy? Also, Terry Rozier and a healthy Duncan, of course. But even without Duncan or Terry, just having Jimmy alone would have gave us a puncher's chance. So yeah, anyway, Bill Simmons, big Boston guy, as we know, Celtics fan, has respect for the Miami Heat and our organization, talks about the Miami Heat a lot. He was on his podcast basically saying, hey, Jimmy, I hate to tell you, they will absolutely trade your ass at some point over the next 6 months if you don't start playing basketball games and showing up every day. They will trade your ass. You have 2 years left, 48 million, 52 million, and they will trade you. Pat Riley would trade anyone on his team and his family. That guy will do anything. He's 79 years old. You think he's going to be like, oh, wait, I'll wait till I'm 81 to decide if this Jimmy Butler thing works. He will effing trade you. I wouldn't be surprised if he traded him this summer. Jimmy, don't get too comfortable. I don't know if he's completely wrong at this point because there's a few options that can happen. There's 3 different paths this offseason. One, we can cave in and give him the extension. I don't think that's a good idea. He's going to be 35 before the season starts. He's never played more than 65 games in each of his 5 seasons with the Miami Heat. We need to take the regular season more serious. If we did, and he played 15 games or even 18 games versus, or if you missed only 15 games, and 18 games versus missing the 22, 23 games, we would have had a better shot of being the number 2 seed. We were 4 games out of the 2nd seed. We were 1 game out of the 6th seed. We were 2 games out of the 4th seed, or 3 games, out of the 4th seed. We need to take the regular season serious. So, 1, we can give him the extension, which I don't think the Heat should do. We should wait to see how healthy he can be and to see if he's declining. The other option is we don't give it to him. We take a wait and see approach. Or the third option is trading Jimmy Butler this offseason. I think the most likely scenario is that we give him the extension. I think the team does cave and they show some loyalty and they realize that, hey, Jimmy still has at least a year or 2 left, but he's not going to be our number 1 right now. And I guess the team can run it back if they think that health is the main reason versus Jimmy also declining to a certain degree and load managing and missing games. They think if he doesn't load manage, doesn't miss games, and they can miraculously be healthy and make some minor tweaks on the margins, like not re-signing Caleb, because I assume he's going to try to get a bigger contract somewhere else, and replacing him with someone bigger, possibly taller, more athletic, then that could put the Heat over the hump. I think that's probably the most likely scenario. I don't think he gets traded unless he requests a trade. I don't think the Miami Heat are proactively going to trade him this offseason. I think the second option is they say, hey, we'll wait and see. And Jimmy's fine with it and has a prove it year. And if he does really well and plays more games and helps the Miami Heat make a run, then maybe he'll get his extension. So we shall see. But either way, do you agree with Bill Simmons? Do you think the Miami Heat can trade him or will trade him this offseason? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for watching.